when does that shift, or how does that shift, whether it's fully or not? Like, when do you find that shift of, okay, maybe not everything doesn't matter and things are starting to matter a little bit more? Did you have to find your way back into comedy? Was it something else, or was it just time?
Yeah, I think it was a combination of all those things. I think it was definitely time. I think I had to definitely find my way back into comedy. I actually wrote a joke the day of the funeral, at the funeral. So at the funeral, when I got home, I've always put my jokes in my notes in my phone. So I had written that first joke of something that happened at the actual burial at the cemetery. And I put it in my phone. And then from that point forward, different things were popping in my head, because then as I started to reacclimate myself back into work after those 3 shitty bereavement days that my job was so gracious to give me.
3 whole days?
After I had...
You said 3 whole days? How many days?
3 whole days.
All right.
Three.
Wow.
3 whole days. Lucky me.
That's all you need, huh? Yeah.
I spent another 3 crying in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So, so after my bereavement leave was over, I have to get back to work, get back to life. And I was still a mess naturally. Then it's the people that see you for the first time or see you after the funeral. And then they say those things that they think are helpful. Like you said, they're trying to be helpful and they're not. And then it started to piss me off, things that they were saying. One of my coworkers, I remember, had it was like maybe a month or so later, and she had come to my little cubicle, because I don't have an office. They don't pay me enough, I guess. I guess I'm not special enough to have an office. But she came to my cubicle, and she was like, "Hey, how are you?" You know, the normal pleasantries. And I was like, "I'm not good." And she was like, "Why not?" And I'm looking at her like, "Bitch, my boyfriend just died. Did you forget already? Like, are you fucking are you kidding me right now?" Yeah. So she's like, "Why not?" And I'm like, "Well, my boyfriend." She's like, "Oh, you're not over that by now?" Or move on or something, she said. David, it took me everything not to leap across that desk and choke her. I was like, you know what?
That's when the earrings come off real quick.
Exactly, the earrings, as the black people do, put the Vaseline on. Yes, like I was ready to, and I've never fought a day in my life. I don't fight, okay? But I was just like, today is the day. Today, as they say, I had time. I had time, because I'm like, did you really just say that to me, like, after a month? And the only thing that stopped me is, 1, I'm an educator. I need my pension. I need my job. Comedy wasn't paying enough. And 2, she was older and I didn't want to go to jail for elderly abuse. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to leave this alone, and I'm just going to be the bigger person and walk away,